Hello again, everybody. It's Pastor Dave here with our Thursday Thought segment where we reflect on the gospel just passed and look forward to the one that's coming up this Sunday. And we had a particularly challenging gospel and sermon last Sunday for Reformation Sunday that talked about how if we are comfortable and indoctrinated in the church, we're probably on the wrong path right now, and maybe we need to listen to someone besides ourselves if we want to be free. And this is really hard because if you've invested your life, your currency, your presumptions in a certain way of being, it's really hard to change or reform that when you feel like you've built up a lot of capital in that system. And by the way, I blame the church for this as well. For years, we have capitalized on the idea that if you invest in this way, it will pay off for you. The greater question is paying off really the point? Or, even better, are we becoming enslaved to the things that we are getting with that payoff? And I would suggest that not only is the answer yes, it is an yes that is so obvious right now that everybody else in the world sees it, except for the people who are indoctrinated into this system. And we need to get over our cultural and religious blindness and see what the rest of the world sees. Because I will tell you, there is very little doubt as to how this story ends. The system always told us that God would be with us, and God will be with you even when we mess up, even when we get it wrong. God is with us. But we've translated that into thinking that whatever way we go is the right way, and if we make camp right here in this system and don't move, God's still going to stay here with us, and God will not be with those other people, and that is the lie. Because you know what? Not only is the world passing us by now, the faith world is passing us by now. Who'd have ever thought that would happen to Lutherans? But it's true. And we presume that the world is not going to change, God is not going to change, and if we go over here and set up camp, there God will remain. God is already beyond us. The world is already slipping beyond us. And if we do not move, if we do not get over our bondage to this place and this system, then this place will die out with the people who are here when they die out. Oh, I believe that God will continue working in some way, somehow. God's mission will not end. But the things we love about it and our participation in it will come to an end, at least the way we've known, if we refuse to move. This is the sad part for me. All the people who think that they are holding on to something and defending something are actually only holding on to isolation and eventually to deep grief and loss. And that is what we are defending inside our church camps. That is what we're fighting to preserve. And that's the wrong thing. It would be better to move 1,000,000 miles than to be stuck here in our own futility, defending it as godly and right. It's time to stop being isolated. It's time to reform. It's time to let go of that other capital because it doesn't spend. And that was never supposed to be the point to begin with. Let's move on together, including moving on to the gospel next week, which is Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. It is All Saints Sunday, a Sunday of hope and redemption, and we hope that you will join us for it. Until then, God bless.